Hello everyone. My name is Abhijit Suntakke, and today I'm going to install a Tableau server on the Linux RHEL platform on the Linux RHEL platform on Google Cloud. So it will be like we will be creating a server on the Google Cloud first, and then we'll be installing a Tableau server over there. The server type, operating system type will be the Linux for us, that is Linux RHEL with any version greater than 7.3. But for Tableau server installation, it is not recommended to have 8.x version. So first, there will be some prerequisites while installing the Tableau server. So I can show you those prerequisites. So, so the prerequisites will be like we will be needing if we are installing Tableau on the Linux RHEL server. So for that, on the Google Cloud Platform, we'll be needing 16 plus virtual CPU. The operating system type will be of 7.3 and higher, but not 8.x. We can use CentOS 7.3 or higher version, Oracle Linux 7.3 or higher version, uh, or the latest Ubuntu version also. We can use the Debian also in this video we will be using the Linux RHEL version which is greater than 7.3 or 7.3. So the memory required is like 64 GB RAM, 4 GB RAM per virtual CPU. Storage will be 30 to 50 gigabytes or 100 gigabytes, and the storage type will be the SSD persistence disk 200 GB. And regarding this latency, we won't get any issue when we are working with the Google Cloud platform. So I think these are the prerequisites we will be needing. So this video will be divided into three parts. First, we'll be creating the creating the Linux RHEL environment on the Google Cloud platform. Next, we will be copying the uh, Tableau server latest version installation file on the Google Cloud platform. Also, we'll be doing some basic configurations such as firewall settings and the other things. Uh, Other things like we'll be checking the ports and all. And the third one will be like we are simply installing the Tableau server, initializing it, and we will check the TSM page and the Tableau server content management page. So this video is divided into these three parts. So let's get started with it. To start with building an environment, we will be needing a Google Cloud Platform. So the good thing is that Google is providing us the first time user with a $300 credit points with which we can build these servers and can use it for our POC or any other purpose. So this will be completely free. And the charges will be applied in terms of how much memory we are using, how much, like in terms of configuration we are using for the operating systems. So for now, this is my Google Cloud page where I have signed in with a new user and got 300 credit points. So we'll get all the information here. This is the billing information, compute engine, resources. I won't go deep into it as we'll be only needing a cloud machine to install the Tableau server. So whenever we will get this home page, Google Cloud Platform home page, we first need to go to the compute engine part. So in the compute engine, let's go to compute engine. So in the compute engine, we will need to create an instance of the operating system or the type of operating system we needed. So here I have already created the one and tested my installation. So just for the POC purpose, I'll create another one and will show you how we can create it and how we can use it. So let's go. So here you will get uh, the create instance button. So let's click on it. Okay. So we can. So these are the basic configuration it is taking by default. So this is worth rupees dollar 28.65 rupee 65. So yeah, and it is showing that I have dollar 21,633.66 free trial credit remaining in my account. So all the billing information, how much we need to pay, it will show it here, and the total cost also we can see it here. So after clicking on new instance, whatever the details given, this is for the basic users. So let's create an instance. So we can name it anything on the instance. I'll name this. Okay, and the region as per the convenience we can select. So let's select. I'm selecting Mumbai. Anything here, no issues. Then there's a series of engine we need to select. So anything is fine. Platform based availability power. Okay. So what we can do, like here we will get information about the number of CPU core and the memory. So we will go as per the prerequisites. So in the prerequisites, we'll be needing 64 GB of RAM and the 16 virtual CPU. So let's see how we can get it here. So we need 16 virtual CPU and 64 GB of memory. So this is by default we will be getting. Okay, and based on our selection, this billing will also get increased. So we don't need this. uh, okay, let's go to next. Okay, this is not needed. Then okay, so here the disk size is only 10 GB and the image is Debian GNU Linux 10. So we can change this. So let's go. We don't need Debian. We will go RHEL. Okay, in RHL we don't need 8. We need 7 point something version, but we don't have it here. So let's select this RHEL SAP with update 7.4, and I will select balance persistence disk. Okay, I will keep it as 100 GB. I think that will be enough. Uh, Manage my encryption key, customer manage. Okay, snapshot and all those things, which is not needed. So I'll select this one. We will get information here. Okay, next will be the computer engine default services. I think this is selected by default. We need to allow HTTP and HTTPS traffic here. Set access to each API. We'll check on this. Allow full access to all cloud APIs. So I think it will be like whenever we'll log into the server with we can log into the server with a root user also, and this user will be added to the server as a root, and we can define it. So here if we will select it, we'll get all the options. like here we can select one by one, but with this option we will select it with a full access. So I think in the networking, mm, yeah, I think we can select any if we want to give any name here, then we can provide it. Otherwise, by default, it will be taking it. So that is fine for us. So the IP also will get it here, default IP, and into this range. Okay, and security, that is by default selected. Yes. So let's create the instance. It will take hardly uh, 3 to 4 minutes. Let's create it. So the in the compute engine, the instance is getting created. So once it is ready, we can see it here. So let's wait for it. Okay, so this instance is ready and it is with a green tick mark. So that means we can simply log in to this instance and check everything if it is as it is or not. So let's go. From here we can start, stop, reset, delete, do everything with an instance on the fly. And with this we can simply open a terminal window here. So it is logging into the server. Yeah, that's it. So this is my username at the rate uniab 1601. So follow that. So after launching the VM instance, we can see the username and the server name here. So let's see the disk. df-h. So we have 18 GB available at dev sda2, which is our primary disk for the installation. So let's check if we can change the user password or the root password, which will be, because that will be needing us after the installation of the Tableau server. So now I'll be changing the root user password first. Oh, okay, so the root user password has not been changed. So let's see if we can sudo to the root user. Yeah, we can log in with the root user now. So let's try to change the user password. Yeah, so the user password is also being changed. So now next thing will be we need to see if the user is we will be needing this service account user same as the admin user, like Abhijit underscore contact 16 user should be the admin user. So for that we need to add this user to the wheel group. So let's see. Oh, sorry. So here we can see the user is in under ADM group, under video group, but it is not in the wheel group. Where we can see wheel, so we will add it manually. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, so I'm inserting this user into the wheel group also. Generally all these settings will be done by the infrastructure admin, but here now we are only the managing this server, so we need to do it. So I have added this user. I'm saving this file. Okay, so let's check one more time. So yes, the user is in a wheel group now. So now, yeah, let's exit the root user and we'll check the directory structure. So I'm into the home Sontaka 16 directory. So let's go back. So it will be like our default installation directory will be inside the OPT. So that will be the default directory given by the Tableau. We can install the Tableau server in the non-default directory also. So now the first thing is to get the installer. So to get the installer, we first need to check if all other utilities are present or not. So in the utilities, uh, it is coming as in the utilities is like we should be having this wget utility install, or else we need to install it manually. So let's see uh, which are all our utilities there. So here I tried putting this link wget and the download link, which is pointing to the version 2021.2.3 x86 underscore 64 rpm. As it is RHEL server, we'll be needing the .rpm file, but it is saying that wget is not found. So we need to install this utility first. So let's try installing it. Okay, so I think we need to install it with a root user. So let's switch to root user. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, so it is installing the wget utility. Yes. Okay, so the utility has been installed now. Then we will retry it, downloading the files. So let's see. I think yes, the download has been started. Okay, it was pretty fast downloading the Tableau server. So let's check how it is. Uh, okay, so we can see it over here. The package has been downloaded, but it is not having the full permission. So let's see if we can change its permission. Chmod. Yes. So we have the full permission now. The another thing left is like we need to see the disk size, because initially when we have checked, it was pretty less there. So now only out of 20 GB, the 15 GB is available. But if you remember, while computing the engine, we have selected 100 GB of disk size, but I don't think so. This is sufficient over here. So let's see if we can extend the disk. To check the partition, we first need to run this command sudo ls blk. So here it is saying that out of 100 GB, that is SDA1 is having 200 MB, and SDA2 is having only 19.8 GB. So I think we can increase the SDA2. Okay, to increase the SDA2, I think let's see a grow command. Sudo grow. dev slash sda2. Oh, just a minute. Okay, so this grow part command is, I think, seems to be not entered here, so I think we need to update it. Let's see, update minus y. Okay, so I think this will update most of the utilities here. Okay, so the everything related to operating system and the packages has been updated, but still wanted to cross verify if the grow has been installed or not. So for that we have a different set of commands. So it will be like install the, it won't be installed with a normal yum install. We need to, as grow part is a cloud utility, so we need to install it here only. So let's see, it is downloading the packages and done. So yeah, so let me just exit it from the root and wanted to check if we can increase the disk size. I'll just clear this thing out. lsplk. So we have a two partition net. So I think we need to do it with the root only. Root. Sorry guys, like I'm completely new with the OS handling of RHEL, so it will be a little tricky for me. Uh, so that's why having some trouble with it. So let's do it. Dev sda2. Okay. So the it is saying that the volume has been changed with a new size allocated. Let's see. Two. So let's do this. Resize to fs dev sda2. Okay. So let's verify df minus h. It is giving me now. Okay. So it won't get reflected as it is until and unless we will restart the instance. So I'm exiting right now and will restart the instance. So I'm restarting it from here. Stop. Okay, so instance has been stopped. Now I need to start it again. Start. Okay, so the instance has been started. Let's launch the window. Okay, so let's check the disk size. Yeah, here we can see the 100 GB of disk is available here, and the 6% has been used. 95 GB is available right now. So yes, now we can start with the Tableau server installation. The different configurations are like the firewall configuration and other things. We will do it after the installation whenever we'll get issue. So likewise, we'll come to know that where the thing is getting stuck and how to resolve those things. So I'll be starting with the Tableau server installation now. So first I'll be installing the files which whatever we have. So for that we have a command like sudo yum install Tableau. So it will install all the packages in a default location directory. So it will also check for the dependency, and it will check the backgrounds for the CPU cores, memory, and the disk space. Accordingly, we can move forward. Okay, so now the all the verification has been done. It is saying that install one out of 36. It is ready to install the package number one. So it is also saying the total download size is 5.9 MB and installation size is 3.6 GB. Is this okay? So we'll go ahead with yes, and we'll start downloading the packages on the particular default directory. Okay, so the packages has been installed successfully here. So it is saying that if this is a single node or initial node installation, run this command. This installation can be used for multiple node as well. For the multiple node, we need to do the similar steps, but we need to take a bootstrap file from this server to the secondary or the secondary node and do the installation with that so that it will get joined or combined with the initial node. So this is the single node server. So I think we can directly go ahead and run this command. So let's do it. So now there are two important groups while installing the Tableau server on the Linux. One is Tableau and Tab admin. The admin user should be the member of this Tableau and Tab admin user, which is done by this initialized TSM scripts. We can read it over here, like it is granting permission for this user and it is adding it to the group Tableau and Tab admin. So I think it is now initializing the TSM services. So let's wait to get it initialized. So now here we can see that the services has been deployed and the source is this etc profile.t tableau underscore service server.sh, which is a kind of profile path to initialize the Tableau server, and this is our admin page. We can do this the configuration with this page also, but I think we will do it manually just to show how we can configure it. And being in cloud, as this is built on the Google Cloud, it will to get this page we need to add the IP here, external IP here, instead of this username or the internal IP, just to see the TSM page. So what we will do is we will do the manual configuration with the help of TSM and tabcmd commands over here. Now I just have pasted this command source etc profile.d tableau underscore server.sh. If we wanted to see what is included inside the tableau underscore sh, then we can simply check it. So is like, let's check what is there. So it is simply a path which will get initialized whenever the Tableau server will get started or the server will get restarted. So now the next thing will be we can check the status of the server here. So it will be all the services will be in a stop mode. Okay, so it is status is stop, but the services are in a running mode. That means we are good uh, with the installation as of now. So now the next thing will be activating the licenses for the Tableau server. So for that we have a command tsm license activate. So the command will be like um, tsm license activate. So here we can specify the trial key as well as the file which is including the actual key. So for now we are using the trial key. So I'll simply activate the trial key here. So the trial key is now activated. So like whenever we have a Tableau server UI there, we will be first activating the key there, then we will be adding the general information such as registration information, and then we will be selecting the identity group and the port and all the other thing. So here we need to do it manually one by one. So first of all, let's go to the directory where we have installed the Tableau server. So it will be under opt, and here we have the Tableau server. Okay, so now we need to do it manually like registration. For the registration we need to create the registration file, and then we need to just we need to execute those files so that all the information will get stored. So now let's create the registration. I think we cannot edit it. I think we need to do it with a root directory. Root. Okay. So the command is tsm register. So here we will see the template. So let's check the tsm template. Okay, so this is the template um, we need to provide with a registration file. So let's do it. I'll just copy all this thing and we'll paste it. Okay, so we are in session.json. Okay, so I'll just insert everything here, abc@gmail.com. So I'll just save this everything here. I'll see the file is present as. I'll provide full permission to the file. Okay, so I think let's register this with our user. So the command will be tsm register register star file. So this way the information will get registered over there. The next thing will be like they are selecting the identity store. We need to select either local or Active Directory identity store. So it will be the final decision whether we need to go with the local or the Active Directory, because accordingly we need to provide the information. So for that also we need to create one JSON file which will later get registered. So let's create a JSON file, and we are going to do it with local identity store, as a local identity store. So I'll do it as okay. So let's see the template first. Um, let's create it. So it will be like config.json. So let's write down it here. Okay. I think here we were missing the thing. Let's try to run now. Yeah, the setting has been imported now. So now the last things will be what are the changes we have made. We need to apply those changes. So let's run tsm pending pending changes. Apply. It will take some time to execute it. Uh-oh. What is saying pending changes? Okay. So what I was missing is ch and changes apply. Correct. So everything is fine till now. Let's see the web pages, TSM and the content management, if they are coming up or not. But before doing that, we need to run the TSM initialize start server command to start the server processes. So let's do it. TSM initialize start server. So I think this will take at least some time, more than 4 minutes. So let's wait for it. Here we can see the steps and the percentage, like all the processes is getting initialized, getting started. Now it's been 85% and it is on the finalizing the topology process. So once it will complete 100%, all the processes will get started. We can see it on the TSM status page. We will add this. We will run this command after this after once this will get finishes to check the status of the processes. So after that there will be one more important thing is like um, to uh, to provide the initialize or admin user for the Tableau server content management. So that is also going to be done with the help of command only. So that will be performed after this steps. Down and if everything is running fine, we can see the status of the server also here. So now the next thing will be like we will be needing an admin user to check the contents on the Tableau server. So for that we have a tab cmd command, tab cmd initial user and iti initial user minus s localhost minus u admin admin. Okay, I think the command tabs tab cmd shell user minus s localhost minus u admin minus p. So now the all the Tableau services and the processes are up and running, and Tableau server has been installed successfully. Like we can check it here with the help of processor with the help of top command, which all the processes are running. So we can see here the Tableau processes are running. So the server is up and doing great here. So on the let's check on the web browser for the Tableau server TSM page and the Tableau server content management page. So for that, I think we need to go to the browser. So here uh, we can see the TSM page and the Tableau server page with the help of external IP. So as we are using the Google Cloud Platform, we cannot use the internal IP to check the browser pages as it is secured one. So to check it, we need to use the external IPs. So these external IPs might get changed every time based on the instant start, stop, or restart. So let's see here. So first we will check the TSM page. Okay, so you can see the external IP colon 8850, which is the TSM page. I'll try to log in here with my service account or the user which is admin here, admin on the server. So okay, so we can see all the processes are with a green tick mark and it is running fine. This TSM page contains three tabs: status, maintenance, and configuration. In status, we can check the process status. On maintenance, we can create logs and send it to Tableau customer care. And in the configuration, we can simply add a node here in the topology tab. Security related, we can add the SSL encryption here with the help of different certificate files. It is a different thing which we need to configure being a part of an IT organization. User identity, which is selected as local as per the installation. The authentication method, we can specify the password complexity here. And trusted authentication is like, we can directly trust the servers through which the request is getting routed. In the notification we can see like we need to provide the SAML um, we need to provide the SMTP server address over here, and need to provide the send email address and the send email address here, so that we can receive the server health. There are different events for the server health here. Next is licensing. For now we are using trial licenses of 25 creator, and it is going to expire on 1st of November 2021. And if we wanted to activate another licenses, we can simply go ahead and activate the licenses. So this is all about the TSM page. Next will be the Tableau server content management contents page, where we can see all the contents. As per the initialized user, we need to use that user only. So I'm using it, the user which I have created. So this is the content management page. With right now it is not having any site, so it's in the default, right? As this hash is indicating the default, we can create the different site over here with from here. And yes, there are users, group, schedules, job, tasks, settings, server status, everything is here, which is fine, up and running. So that's all about the Tableau server installation, and we can use it within the organization, outside the organization, as well as on premise, as well as in cloud. So everything is there. So this installation is in regard with the uh, installing Tableau server on Linux machine, which is based on the Google Cloud Platform. So that's all about the video. Thank you so much.